From the very hot and humid 41 degrees of Dubai to the very pleasant 21 degrees of Bangalore, this feels so much nicer. Yes, I'm here at the International Airport of Bangalore. I'll be exploring the Garden City of India and I'm extremely excited because I'll be meeting my family. If you're also coming to Bangalore for the first time, let me tell you the Bangalore city is almost 40 kilometers away from the new airport of Bangalore, and there are a couple of ways by which you can reach the city. You can either take a cab, which is going to cost you some 1200 Indian rupees, which is some 30 odd US dollars, or you can take these really cool and really swanky Volvo buses, which is going to cost you some $5, some 300 rupees. And yes, we'll be exploring Bangalore city for the next 3-4 days here on travel locations, but at the same time, Dubai airport, dude, has become so much swankier. Let's go and check it out. You know, there's never a dull moment at the Dubai International Airport. It's always expanding and always reinventing itself. There are so many new lounges and so many amazing restaurants that have come up at the Dubai International Airport. As I was walking towards my gate, I found this. This. One of my favorite restaurants. I took a comfortable seat, scanned the menu, and placed my order.
Veggie focaccia. Thank you.
So here I am at one of my favorite restaurants called Giraffe, which is at Dubai Airport. They actually have 3 branches at Dubai Airport, at Terminal 1 and Terminal 3 as well. And every time I come here, I have to try. They don't really have too many vegetarian options, that's my complaint. But whatever vegetarian options that they have on their menu, they're absolutely fantastic. Right now I'm actually having, okay, you have to see this, okay? I'm salivating as I'm speaking about it. They have really amazing goat cheese with aubergines and sun-dried tomatoes and lots of vegetables in it, and focaccia bread. And this is the softest focaccia bread I've ever had in my life. Mouthfuls. I know I don't look too graceful when I'm eating, but what the hell, I'm on a holiday. So as you can see, I really couldn't stop myself. And as I stuffed my face, I thought of a famous PG Woodhouse line. It said, "Everything tempting in this world is either immoral, illegal, or fattening." Fat was the emotion I was feeling so strongly, to the point that I wondered if they would kick me out of the flight because of overweight issues. Thankfully, they did not, and I reached India well in time. The moment I saw the national flag, full Mera Bharat Mahan feeling happened, yaar. Bangalore welcomed me with such a beautiful weather. The climate in Bangalore is always so pleasant throughout the year. And do you know why? Because Bangalore is at a height of 3,000 feet, which is almost like 1,000 meters above the sea level, which is above Dehradun. You didn't know that, did you? As much as I love the weather of Bangalore, I love the fact that the city has so many amazing old trees. I mean, a drive through these tree tunnels is the coziest feeling in the world. And when you're not feeling cozy and comfortable, you could be feeling a little chaotic. Hey, stop. I'll go first. No, I'll go, okay? I will. No, you want to go first? Okay, go. Okay, aram se. I'll go. No, you want to go? Okay. Maintain some distance, Baba. Hey, listen. Stop there. I have to go. Thank God for that. Okay, motorcycle uncle, please watch out. Hey, listen, pedestrian, can you slow down? Okay, watch. This is too close for comfort, man. The traffic situation in Bangalore can be really nightmarish sometimes. You know why? Because Bangalore has the maximum number of two-wheelers in the world. Bangalore used to have the highest number of lakes as well, which are now being replaced by bus stands and golf courses. So when the lakes and the gardens of the city are disappearing, where do people go? To the pubs. Yes, once the Garden City has now become the pub capital of India. Amongst all the metros in India, Bangalore actually has the maximum number of pubs and the highest number of smokers as well. Speaking of pubs and clubs, here's an interesting story. Do you know that Winston Churchill owes 13 rupees to the Bangalore Club, one of the oldest clubs in the country, established in 1868? Recently, on 125th anniversary of the club, an entry was found that stated that the former UK Prime Minister owed 13 rupees as part of the unpaid bills at the club. क्या यार, कोहिनूर भी ले गए और 13 रुपए भी नहीं दिए हमारे. Huh? My next stop was very, very special. Every Bangalorean's favorite place to eat. The plan today on Travel Locations is to have a hearty meal today at a place, actually one of the oldest and one of the most loved restaurants here in Bangalore called MTR. I don't know today if you can hear me or not because I'm almost, there's just so much of traffic noise around me and there's a lot of honking here. But finally I've spotted MTR. I've been walking around in Indiranagar for the last half an hour and yes, I can already see MTR on my left. You know, the moment a restaurant says MTR since 1924, there's just so much of credibility that gets attached to the restaurant. I mean, the fact that it has stood the test of time for last almost 100 years and has been, serving its customers for last 100 years shows that they have been absolutely amazing in what they do. So I can't really wait to get my hands on a very, very elaborate meal here at MTR. So let's get going. One of the oldest restaurants here in Bangalore, established in 1924, called MTR. And right now, that's my nephew Harshil. Say hi, Harshil.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Harshil comes to MTR very often, and he actually told me that, Chachu, you have to come and try this place because this place serves some really, really awesome delicacies. And MTR stands for Mawali Tiffin Rooms. Now, if you're from Bombay, you would understand the meaning of Mawali in a different context altogether. And I was wondering why it's called Mawali Tiffin Rooms, right? Especially when it was started by three brothers, and their surnames were definitely not Mawali. Mawali in Bangalore is actually a name of a place where the first MTR started, right opposite Lal Bagh. And there are a couple of interesting facts about MTR that you should know. This is actually the only restaurant in the world that has served 21,000 customers in just 7 hours, becoming the first fast food joint to ever do so. MTR is also the place that has introduced Rava idlis to the world. Yes, idlis are traditionally made with rice, but back in the day, during Second World War, there was shortage of rice and MTR actually experimented with semolina. They actually made idlis with Rava, that's semolina, and came up with Rava idlis, and this is how awesome it looks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bite into this Rava idli, have some sagu with it, pour some ghee over it, and take a mouthful of Rava idli. And a good South Indian meal is absolutely incomplete without filter coffee. I mean, just look at that. Nice and strong and frothy and aching to be served and sipped. My Bangalore trip ended with an aimless stroll through Brigade Road, a place that buzzes with chaos and culture and colors and commerce in every nook and cranny. Yes, that's the smallest swing machine in the world. The beauty of Bangalore is that it is the melting pot of so many cultures and so many languages. You can listen to some Punjabi song as you appreciate some South Indian architecture. Though I come from Delhi, but Bangalore has definitely become my second home in last 2 decades. My family stays here. This is the place where my nephews are growing up and making fond childhood memories. Hope you enjoyed seeing Bangalore through my eyes. My cooler's eyes. Get it? Get it? Till the time we meet next with yet another exciting episode of Travel Locations, keep traveling and keep rebelling.